Uh, and so that actually brings us to the end of our audience questions, because we do want to give enough time for our closing statements from our candidates. We did have a couple more questions come from the audience, but there would be no way we could hear from all 6 of you in order to respond. And I think that'd be unfair if we only allowed some to respond, or if we shortened your response to less than a minute. And so in either case, I feel like it wouldn't be a wise move to ask one more question, although there are a couple great ones coming in. So what I would like to do, though, is thank each of you for definitely taking time out of your day to do this, but also overall taking time out of your life to make this commitment to want to be a formal leader for us here in Woodland. In order to be as fair as possible, we'll let you have your closing statements of 1.5 minutes, and we'll do it in the reverse order that we did for your opening statements, and we'll do it by district so that all of our listeners who are tuned in today or are watching this later know who they have a chance to vote for. And so you'll have 1.5 minutes to tell us whatever you would like to tell us. We'll do the same routine where Brian will let you know, but with a 90-second time frame. So we're going to go with our District 5 pairing first. And so Joe Romero Jr., who is running for office for District 5, tell us, why are you our guy?
Well, I'm your person for District 5. I was born and raised here my whole life. I've served 2 terms on the Parks Commission, and I look forward to serving 2 or more terms on the City Council. I love the city of Woodland, and I really want to represent District 5 to the fullest and make sure that we get our fire station, number 1. Number 2, increase our public services. 3, make sure we infill on our empty lots here in Woodland and be smart about infill in Spring Lake. And, we have a lot of issues that are citywide, but I feel like we can tackle those issues, as well as make sure that District 5 gets its representation that it's been long overdue. Thank you so much for your votes, for your support. I've called many of you over and over, but if you could, consider voting for me again, or just this one time, please vote for me, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe.
Oh, and my website, sorry, I guess I should use all my time.
Yeah.
My website is joeromerojr.com. My cell phone is 530-554-5428. And you can reach me at any time. Email me, joeromerojr.com or at gmail.com. Thank you so much.
All right. I hope our listeners have their pens and pencils ready, so you know how to contact Joe if you have. And we did have some other great questions. Feel free to reach out to Joe and ask them directly those questions you were posing. We do have another candidate also running for our District 5, and that is Myra Vega. So tell us, Myra, why are you our candidate for District 5?
Thank you. All right, everybody. Well, thank you again for your time and speaking with me as I've been out talking to many folks. And I just want to echo what I have said around the issues that are important to me and the reasons why I'm running. It's addressing the pandemic's impact on our community, addressing our public safety system, our local economy, housing, affordable housing, youth and senior services, and responsible growth and development. As your representative, I commit to being accessible and open to you. I strongly believe that building relationships and open communication and being present is the key to achieving trust with community members. As I've learned in my professional career, you have the opportunity to build relationships that are based on trust. And that's how I will represent District 5. Please get out and vote. Reach out to me if you have any questions. My information and contact and website is on the voter guide. Thank you for taking time to do this. And again, I know your candidates, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Myra. Okay, we're moving from District 5 to our District 4 candidates. And Victoria Fernandez, you are our candidate from District 4. Tell us, why should voters in District 4 look to you as their formal leader?
I think you're frozen. Are you still there?
So I was frozen, but I think it was your end, but now you're back. We could hear you. And so we'll start your 90-second. No worries. We're ready to listen.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time. And to the Woodland residents, I appreciate your taking the time to listen to our views and know that we're here because we truly care about our community. I am a lifelong Woodland resident, and I want you to know that I believe that Woodland deserves authentic and genuine, dedicated and experienced leadership that is focused on improving Woodland's future. As a council member, I'll promote creative, practical, and effective local policy as we work together to face the challenges that we've discussed today, the challenges of COVID-19, which are in the forefront of everyone's lives, the homelessness issue, affordable housing, public safety, educational and economic opportunities for all our community members. So also public safety is crucial in these times where people are under a great deal of stress with COVID-19. I think that's something that we also will need to address. My heart is invested in serving our community. I hope that I can earn your trust and know that I'm here to listen and to learn from you, because I don't know it all. And I would hope that you would visit my website, vickyforwoodland.com, or you can email me at vickyforwoodland@gmail.com if you have any questions. Know that I'm open and ready to listen and always ready to learn. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Vicky.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And now we're moving on to our District 2. We have two candidates here with us today. Karen Bayne, would you like to tell us why voters in District 2 should be looking to you as their leader?
Thank you so much. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has put together this forum for all your hard work in such a short amount of time. I also want to thank the residents of Woodland for taking time out of your very busy schedules to watch this. And I'd also like to thank my fellow candidates for having a real good discussion today about the issues that we face in our community. Even more than I love public service, I love democracy. I was 6 years old when my grandfather, who was a Protestant minister, told me about the Holocaust and why it happened and how people didn't speak up. So whenever I vote, I always think about that. So many people in our country today, so many people in our world don't have the ability to vote the way that we do. And if you're a woman, which is 50% of the population of the United States, in many, many countries, women cannot vote. My service on the board of Woodland Joint Unified School District has made me a strong relationship builder, and I make sure that everyone's voice is heard. My website is www.karenforcitycouncil.com. You can also find my email address and my cell phone there. And I thank you all for a really great discussion of today's issues.
Thank you, Karen. All right, and also representing the District 2, we have Tom Stallard. Tom, tell us, why should the residents of District 2 continue to support you as their leader?
Thank you, Eric. If you value experience, I have experience. My three themes are stability, continuity, and community. Woodland has always been changing and evolving through the years, and it will continue to do so. At this time, we're seeing a great deal of change in our city council. Only one member is continuing, 3 will be lost, and I will either return or my opponent will be. So obviously, if you value experience, you're going to want to keep somebody on that council that's been around a while. Also, we recently lost our 8-year city manager, and we have a new city manager who's off to a great start and doing a wonderful job for us. And recently, our city attorney, Karen Vega, got appointed to the Sacramento County Superior Court. We're happy for her, but it means we need to select a new city attorney. I've been around a while. I know what's going on, and yet I feel I have as much energy today as I've ever had. I really care about our community. I certainly care about the people. And I agree with all of the candidates that we really want to be an inclusive community. I think in many respects we are, but that doesn't mean we can't do a better job. And some people need more help than others. We need to find ways to provide them the help they need. We do that. We did that with Measure J, making sure our youth were getting the assistance they need, particularly the troubled youth. That was a big part of that. And the library, which benefits everybody. So I've always been there. I also enjoy respect throughout the region. I'm known by virtually all the city council members of the 22 cities in the Sacramento region. So anyway, I'm here to help. I'm willing to continue. I hope you see fit to bring me back. TomStallard20.com is my website. Thank you. And yes, I'm R.
All right. Thank you, Tom, and thank you all of the candidates. Just a couple of things I'd like to let everyone know, and those who are watching live right now. I'd really like to ask that not only do you think about what you saw today and think about the candidates, but be looking for the link. I know Brian Coward, who's been running the show behind the scenes, I'm very confident he'll get this out on social media. He'll get it out in a few locations. If you know another voter that didn't watch today and wants to learn about our candidates, I think this would be a great way for them to watch it on their time, on-demand city council forums. And so I know for me personally, it was great. I wouldn't even recognize a couple of our candidates if I had walked by them as I'm walking around Woodland. And so I got a chance to virtually meet several of the candidates, and I got to definitely know all of the candidates. And so I really benefited from the thoughtful answers that each of you provided, and also the fact that you care enough that you want to be in charge formally for our city. And so with that, one more time, I do want to thank Brian and Christy and Murray. They're the ones that you haven't seen very much in the last 2 hours. They've been behind the scenes orchestrating everything. And I really want to highlight one more time why this happened today. It's because a few people were sitting around in Woodland saying, I wish there was something for me to learn about the candidates. Oh, there's nothing happening. I'm going to go ahead and do something about it. And maybe you should use that thought process for everything as you think about our city. If there's something that's not the way you want it in our city, do something about it. Everyone has the tools to do it, or at least has some tool to do something, but definitely no one can do any of these things by themselves. Brian couldn't have hosted this by himself. He needed a few people. And so that's kind of our solution. Think about what you want to change, call up a few people that believe the same thing, and then do something about it. And the way that all of you can do something today is share this link. Talk to our candidates. We're all living here. We're all just trying to make this place a better city. And so in your own capacity, whatever it is, we need everybody. And so definitely there is no one candidate that's smarter than everyone here. As always, the group is always going to be smarter than any individual. And so really look for the groups to work on the project that you want. And then of course, you have a couple weeks, make sure your vote counts, and reach out to the candidates, talk to them, help support them directly if you want to. Brian, if you want to share with the people where they could find today, I don't know if you've decided on a link where they can find it.
We're still working on. I think it'll be through the Facebook page. We'll share the YouTube video once we get it posted. I'll send out links to everybody that was on Eventbrite, candidates as well. I did want to ask the candidates if they'd be willing to answer the questions that we didn't get to. I don't know if everybody else is hearing that, but the questions that we weren't able to get to in the Q&A portion from the audience. If we can, maybe get those questions to you and get a written response, I think that would be nice. I don't know if we can just do it, and then if you guys want to respond, then that would be great. Because I think, a lot of people spent time of their day to participate and ask a question. So thank you all for showing up, and thank you to the audience too, and our group for putting in all the work. Thank you.
All right, so you heard it, candidates. You're going to get a few more questions, very thoughtful, interesting questions. I got to see them. And so they'll be sent to all of you, and we'll know if you answer it, because we're going to look at your websites after this. And so take your time as much as you want to answer those questions, and best of luck over the next couple of weeks. And as we move forward, we're going to conclude our time here. Thanks again, all you watching at home. And I don't know the right Cronkite signing off, but I wish I knew it. So good night, good luck, stay safe, and thank everyone for coming today.